the girl dance. No creeping allowed, yo, you just get a glance. Don't try to swing game, yo, just let the girl dance. The answer is no, you ain't got a chance. She's out of your league, just let the girl dance. You can watch a show blow from a distance, but give us some bass on, let the girl dance.
Hey everybody,
We're back.
I'm Randy Silvas.
And I'm Tony Malik, and this is the SLOTRODS preseason special. We're going to get you ready for season 2 of SLOTRODS.
Today we're going to join back up with the 724 as they race their way to ready for the official kickoff of the 2022 season, the Halloween Shootout.
We're going to get you ready for season 2 with a top 10 list shakeup. We're going to take 20 cars from the 724. We're going to race them for 10 races. The first winner will go to number 1. The first loser will go to number 20.
The second race winner goes to number 2, loser goes to number 19, and so on until we have 1 through 20 established.
Then just for fun, the bottom 10 will race down to 2 cars.
Those 2 cars will be number 11 and number 12, at which time we will start call-outs just like any other top 10 race.
At the end of the day, we'll record the top 10 for posterity and crown a new number 1.
Well, looks like the fickle finger of fate has landed on our first race. 2 of the fastest cars in the 724 have drawn each other. The Batmobile versus the Cannonball. And the loser will be the fastest number 20 ever.
All right.
Yeah.
Batmobile stole the hit.
Looks like I got about a half a car length on him and was able to stay there.
The Batmobile goes to number 1. And Keith, being in the Cannonball, has a long walk back up from 20.
During these list shakeups, it's imperative that you win. If you don't, you can find yourself at the bottom of the list real fast, and it's a long way up. Next up, we have Xavier in his 1961 Falcon Ranchero, the Undead, versus my new build, the Bumblebee.
Looks like the Undead just came alive.
I gave it everything she had, I just couldn't catch him.
That sends the Undead to number 2, and that Pretty Mopar to number 19. Next up, Tony in his 1951 Chevrolet called Slick Trick versus Tim Clark and Damien.
The Pinto.
Tim and Xavier are our father and son race team.
Whew, I usually don't get to jump on one of Tim's cars.
He was sleeping on the line. That sends Slick Trick to number 3, and Damien starts at 18.
Race number 4 will be Xavier in his 32 Ford called Triton versus Keith in his RT.
Woo! Woo! Looks like the Ford didn't have enough to cover that dodge.
That's the RT for the win, and he goes to number 4, and Triton goes to number 17.
For our next race, we have another 67 Dodge Coronet called Big Red versus the Ford Pantera called Hades.
This is another Ford on Dodge race.
Big Red left front wheels in the air and stayed that way for at least 60 feet.
Big time.
And that gave Hades plenty of time to get out in front of me.
That puts Hades in the top 5 and Big Red at 16.
That brings us to Venom versus Kelly and Valentine 2.
Hey, I already had a car named Venom. I raced it in season 1.
Oh, come on, man. Give the rookie the name.
Okay, if he's going to keep the name Venom, from now on my black Ford GT is named The Antidote.
That takes Venom to number 6 and Valentine 2 to number 15.
That leaves us just 4 races away from seeing what this top 20 will look like.
All right, the race for number 6 is Kelly's Corvair versus Drew in his 1940 Ford called the Magic 8-Ball.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's been racing that one since season 1. 8-Ball won that one at the starting line, and that sends him to the number 7 spot, and the Corvair goes to number 14.
Our next car is our current King of the Tournament trophy holder, Kelly Calkins, in her black Super Beetle called Beelzebub, versus Keith Bean in the Bird.
The wrong one. You're moving mine.
Oh, I guess. Double check yours.
Now
now.
you're moving mine backwards.
All right.
You keep moving
Check
mine.
yours
That's
now.
why.
Check yours now. Are you good? You good for sure?
Yeah, I bet. Yeah,
Technical difficulty
that's
there.
okay.
Okay.
You good?
Literally off the line at the same time.
But Beelzebub does what Beelzebub does.
That puts Kelly at number 8 and the Bird at number 13.
The Blatzmobile. Who the hell's running that?
Hey man, that's my new sponsor.
Do they even make that anymore?
Blatz, the beer that tastes as great as its name.
Blatz!
We used to drink that stuff when I was a kid. It tasted like it was made out of creek water.
And here's the car that you all named on Facebook. The 67 Mercury Comet Cyclone called Purplicious.
Ready? Yeah.
Oh my.
Side by side down the promenade. We had a finish line camera, but the footage wasn't usable for the better part. But I was able to extract this capture from the finish line, and you can see here that it was right laying by a nose.
The Mercury goes to number 9, and the Vet goes to number 12.
And that brings us to the last race of today and the final piece of the top 20 list.
Unfortunately, the Duster had a catastrophic failure at the line, leaving the Night Stalker to round out the top 10.
And the Duster has time to figure it out before the next round, sitting at number 11.
Next time in part 2 of our preseason special, we'll race the bottom 10 down to the 2 fastest cars, and they will join the other 10 cars in a race for the new top 10 in our Season 2 premiere coming in September.
So until next time, I'm Tony Mollick.
And I'm Randy Silvas.
And we'll see you in part 2 of our preseason special. You've been watching a production of SLOTRODS.
The answer is no, you ain't got a chance. She's out of your league, just let the girl dance. No sleeping allowed, yo, you just get a glance. Don't try to swing game, yo, just let the girl dance. The answer is no.